Thursday morning, this is the 10th day of February, 32 degrees in downtown Sylacauga. C.J. Knight joins us this morning. C.J., good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you with us today. We're talking about the Masie Knight Memorial Scholarship Fund, and Masie was C.J.'s mother. And tell us a little bit about the history of your mom.
Long story short, my mother was 27 years old when she got diagnosed with breast cancer, the aggressive form of breast cancer. I'm not sure the name of it, but she fought a long battle for 4.5 years, and she was a true testimony to her community. She was a community activist. She led many testimonials during her trials and tribulations. And she was a true inspiration to us all.
Now,
here.
she's from this area?
She is, born and raised in Fayetteville, Sylacauga area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, your mom was a country music artist.
She was. She was before she got diagnosed with cancer. She was actually recording, and we would travel back and forth to Nashville, her recordings got cut short because of breast cancer. I guess God had other plans, but she was a very good singer. She was.
Do you remember, C.J., when your mom was first diagnosed?
I do.
Tell me about that.
I was, I guess, 7 or 8 years old. You know, at that age, it's kind of hard to grasp what's going on. So my brother was even smaller. He was 5 or 6. So you know, the 4.5, 5 years, it was difficult for us. It was difficult for her. But she was very willing to help others during her trials, and she was a true testament to others, and that's what we're doing today.
Now, her legacy continues through the Masie Knight Memorial Scholarship Fund. Talk about this.
Yeah, so pretty much, for short, my uncle Shane McKee, he started this back in 2005 after her passing. I guess 2006 would be the official first year, and he just wanted to keep the name going because we felt like she, or him and the family felt like she was an inspiration to others, and yeah, been keeping it going ever since. And 4 years ago, passed me the torch, and it's been a learning curve for me. But it's you know, Shane, he just kind of come out of his pocket each year, giving money to the local school, Fayetteville, when the time comes in May for kids to graduate, and just, you know, something to keep the name going, to keep the Masie Knight, the legacy going. And once I got it, I ran with it as good as I could, and we're trying to continue to help others and impact, you know, the community in a good way.
So what's the plan for 2022?
2022 will be like our other 3 years. We have one main fundraiser and a huge raffle sale at that. Here I've got a couple props from that, what we'll be hosting at the raffle itself. And
we got a Squirrel Rodeo.
Squirrel Rodeo, yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah. So, in short, again, there's a lot to this, but I come up with this, I guess, plan 4 years ago. I said, well, I wonder how the community would react to a squirrel rodeo. It's kind of like a bass tournament, if you're familiar, a lot of people are familiar with bass tournaments. And it's kind of on that scale, and it's just grown to great proportions, but the Squirrel Rodeo itself gives us the platform to have the raffle, and the raffle, where people buy the tickets for the raffle prizes, that's actually how we make a majority of our
Got this huge ice chest here. What's this about?
Yeah, this one was donated to, and let me add too, Jimmy, all of these prizes that we have that I'm about to go over, they're all local sponsors. So the annual rodeo for the Masie Night Memorial, it's more than just a nonprofit. It is a community gathering, a community-based, I guess you can say a community-based fundraiser in which people from all over can participate and enjoy themselves for one day a year.
Now, I want to ask, you got something in that ice chest?
I do. I have a lot in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As you can tell, this is a Yeti 65 cooler.
That's a big ice chest.
This was donated by S&S Forestry and Mulching Services.
Okay.
His name's Patrick Celestine. He's out of, lives in Childersburg. So, a couple of our new sponsors this year was Glow Betty Lawn Care. They're actually out of Birmingham, Tuscaloosa area. And we have sponsors from local and abroad. Let's see here. Grab some of this stuff. I'll grab my paper because I've got so many sponsors that I don't want to forget anyone. Bush Hog.
Now you know, this is something is well thought out. This is not just some fly-by-night.
This is. I can promise you. And I'm no expert at it. I always tell everybody I claim I'm no expert at it, but it's definitely been a growing thing for us.
CJ, what drives you to do this? I know you know it's a legacy of your mom, but you guys must have had a wonderful relationship.
For sure. My mother was a very big inspiration to me and to others, and I've always been. I guess since I lost her, I've always wanted to fill the shoes of that. And I know I'll never be able to, but I try the best I can. And, for one day a year, it is a lot of work. It's we're growing. I'm sure we don't do things 100% correctly as far as, everything we could do, but we do the best we can.
Before we get back to the Squirrel Rodeo, for people who may be watching other parts of the state of Alabama who may not have known your mom, who was Masie Knight?
Masie Knight was, in my opinion, when you think of a local community, you think of, you'll think of a couple people, maybe like yourself. So I'm sure that a lot of people look up to you. She was that person. She, to me, she was a figure in itself because of what she went through, even before of what happened to her. And she was a true inspiration to everybody, and her presence is still felt today.
Where did she go to school?
She went to Fayetteville.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think she graduated in 91 or 92, I think.
That got to be a special place for you today.
It is. I still reside there today. It's a very, very small place outside of Sylacauga, but we love it.
All right. So tell me how this is going to work. I know you're helping students from different schools with this project.
Yeah, for sure. In the last 4 years, well, let me say previously, the 3 years other than last year, we only gave scholarships to Fayetteville High School because that's all we had the money for.
Right.
We couldn't raise it. We were just starting, this program, this nonprofit, and but last year we raised so much money we were able to give back to 4 schools in Lower Talladega County, and we gave scholarships in the $1,000 increments to Fayetteville High School, B.B. Comer High School, Sylacauga High School, and Childersburg High School. And, I hope that one day that it continues to grow and we're able to give everybody that applies for a scholarship. Hope, that would be awesome.
Yeah. The Squirrel Rodeo. That's
Yes,
a
sir.
unique name now.
It is. A lot of thought on that one.
Yeah.
But just the interesting, when I think about this community and I think about the area, because definitely when you come up with fundraisers, you have to come up with a catchy event, as to say. And we live in a perfect area, Central Alabama. I think, I would hope, but I would think that most kids, you know, they deserve a little bit of outdoors. And this community event will provide them that opportunity. And that's another thing we strive for, is for, you know, it's more than a nonprofit. It's, you know, for one day a year, these teams are able to get a team together, and kids 13 and under, doesn't matter how many they are, can hunt with the team for free. And we have lots of kids that show up to the event, to the weigh-in, and they all get free lures, free fishing, at least at minimum free fishing lures, which is a positive thing for the community, I believe.
Yeah, no doubt.
Get them outdoors.
Now this is coming up real soon, early March, right?
It is March the 5th, yes, sir.
Okay. It's the 4th annual Masie Night Memorial Fundraiser. And where exactly is it going to be held?
It'll be held in Childersburg.
Okay.
If anybody's familiar with the McGowan's Ferry Road area, it's on McGowan's Ferry Road. It'd be 8240 McGowan's Ferry Road, and the start of it be at 6:30. And I encourage everybody to look on my Facebook. I'm not sure if y'all can maybe make a post about the details of the event itself, the flyers. But we have these flyers, the raffle and the actual Squirrel Rodeo. They're located at Good Old Boys locations. If y'all are familiar with the Good Old Boys barbecue locations, Lori Darlin's in Fayetteville, which is another eating place. Crave Outdoors, Childersburg, which is outdoor hunting, fishing store. And of course, feel free to contact me. I can email you whoever wants a PDF form. We can get the information to you. Just contact us any way you can, and I'd love to, you know, answer questions.
So, was it March 4th?
5th.
March the 5th. So
Saturday.
6:30 in the morning.
6:30 in the evening will be the weigh-in.
Okay. All right. So tell me again, and for the viewership, how this is going to work now.
So pretty much the way it works is the contestants of the teams for the actual Squirrel Rodeo, they'll sign up, pay their $200 entry fee money. They will be allowed to hunt all day up until 6:30. They have to report in to the location on McGowan's Ferry Road. They'll come there. And like I said, it's like a large-scale bass tournament. We'll have a weigh-in ceremony, and it'll be the event itself. It'll be a weigh-in conclusion. After the conclusion of the weigh-in ceremony, we'll have the raffle, and all during there'll be food there. There'll be, like I said, we'll be giving out free baits, free fishing stuff, and other stuff like hats and localized merchandise to kids, and we'll start the raffle. We'll draw from a spinner. It's that simple.
And it's all about honoring Masie's legacy, but it's all about helping kids and educating kids, right?
For sure. That our main goal of it all is to raise money for the business, for the nonprofit. Right. And I will add, we are not salaried employees. We're not salaried 501c employees, so we do this salary free. And it all goes into account. It's all documented. It's tax writable. So, you know, if there's any businesses watching that would like to come on board at some time, it is a 501c nonprofit, which is tax writable for your taxes.
I'm sure that with the hunt itself, there are safety regulations and things of that nature as well.
Yes, sir. All contestants must apply and abide by state law. We have a mandatory rules meeting that we do that all contestants must watch. They must find the legal forms, you know, stating that intent, that they will abide by the law, and they will abide by our rules as well for the event itself.
You eat squirrel?
It's been a long time, Jimmy, since I've ate a squirrel.
Me too.
But
when I was a kid, I did.
I'm not against it, but it's just something, squirrel hunt. When you think of squirrel hunting, that's one of the main reasons I come up with this. It's kind of a lost art. It's kind of a lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess the older you get, the more you don't do it. But it's a great way to get people together for one day a year. It's a great excuse to take kids hunting, to get them outside, get them outdoors. That's what we're about.
Get them off the computer.
Now, man, in today's society, electronics rule, so technology rules, and I don't think bringing kids to the outdoors is a bad thing. So that's where we're at.
Let's get back to your mama.
Okay.
What do you remember about your mom? I know you loved her, and she was a real blessing to this community, but what stands out about your mom to you?
Oh, for sure, probably the biggest thing that stands out to me the most was her love for others. She truly loved everyone. Mm-hmm. She when they say she would give the shirt off her back, she literally would give the shirt off her back for anyone. And she was quite a woman. She really was. But that would probably, I would say, stand out to me the most. But the way she raised her kids as well. I think she raised me and my brother the right way. We did get a bunch of spankings along the way, but she definitely, she was a great mom, and I would say her love for others.
Right. We're talking with C.J. Knight, who is with the Masie Knight Memorial Scholarship Fund. It's a 501c program, and if you'd like to participate, C.J., give them a little information on how they can contact you.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the first thing is all of our stuff is aired through our social media platforms. We have a 4th annual Masie Knight Memorial page on Facebook, if you look that up. Also, you can look us up. You type in C.J. Knight or Amber Cook or Peyton McKee, which is my 2 cousins. They're on the board of the nonprofit. I'm the president. Amber is the vice president. And Peyton McKee, he is the secretary-treasurer of the nonprofit. So you can get in touch with us through social media platforms, of course. But also you can get in touch with us through these actual flyers. And if it's all right, I'd like to grab one out.
Yeah. I think he's got some on the screen right there, as a matter of fact.
Awesome,
yeah, that's good right there.
Awesome. But
your mom had to be an outdoors person, right?
She was a big outdoors person.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She loved to fish. I wouldn't say she hunted, but fishing was.
You ever go fishing with her?
I did. I did. She was.
Well, you see all the information on the screen right there, ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th annual Masie Knight Memorial Squirrel Rodeo Roundup. Now, just for, I'm not a hunter or anything like that, but, I like this idea. You got a lot of great gifts.
Yes, sir.
That you're going to be as part of the raffle, and there's one of them right there.
This is, and like I said, most of our sponsors are localized sponsors, which is awesome. You can, if you get on Facebook and get on my personal C.J. Knight Facebook, or if you look up any of our outlets, you'll notice that I list all the sponsors on all of our pages. And that's a good way, in my opinion. I say that it's more than a nonprofit. It is to me, because these people are investing their money in us, Jimmy. And that means a lot to me, because they have I have their trust, and they for sure have, it works both ways. And we're able to
hold that up.
To have this.
Cool.
This one says I shoot squirrels, not selfies. But this is a twisted custom Southern. This woman is based out of Weegufka, right down the road here in Weegufka, Alabama. She makes personalized cups. Some of y'all might know Davis Bait Company, which is right here localized. Davis has always backed me 100% in everything I've ever done, and he is one of our sponsors as well. And Okay, I got some more stuff. We've got about $300 of stuff we're going to give away.
You
from,
got the raffle tickets right there.
Yeah, it's very simple. The information listed that was on the screen just a while ago. You just contact me. We have online payment services, PayPal and Venmo. If you want to do cash or if you want to write a check, just get with us through email or my phone number. And it's pretty simple. All we do is we write your name here and email address if you want that. Most people don't even put that on there, but all we need is a phone number. And when we draw it out of the raffle spinner on March the 5th, we'll give you a call. And you do not have to be present to win these prizes.
So when you do the weigh-in, CJ, when you do that weigh-in, do the kids get to keep them squirrels, or what happened to them squirrels? We're gonna have a big squirrel fry or something?
Believe it or not, most of the participants take their own squirrels home, and I advocate for that because we do have donors set up, people that would like to have some squirrels because there's always leftover.
Squirrel biscuit and gravy, man.
If we could come up with some kind of way to maybe use the squirrels for food, that'd be cool. But I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work to me. But anyways, we do go by the appropriate steps to make sure the squirrels, they're kept on ice. Yeah. They are legal to harvest in the state of Alabama.
What do you shoot squirrels with?
Mostly people shoot them with like 22 long rifle, shotgun, 410, stuff like that.
I got some squirrels out in my backyard.
You might want to get
terrorize my bird feeders.
You might want to get in the rodeo then. You might have a good shot.
CJ, thanks a lot for being with us this morning.
Yes, sir.
CJ Knight, the nonprofit Masie Knight Memorial Scholarship Fund. Don't forget it, coming up on the 5th of March in Childersburg, Alabama, and we continue to honor the legacy of Masie Knight. CJ, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
More Daybreak coming up right after this.